Today, two of New York's finest were shot and killed with no warning, no provocation. They were quite simply assassinated, targeted for their uniform and for the responsibility they embraced to keep the people of this city safe.
That was Police Commissioner Bill Bratton moments ago describing the execution-style shooting of two New York City police officers. Former NYPD Commissioner Bernie Kerik is back with us, along with former NYPD Detective Bo Dietl. Bo, thanks for being with us. Sad night.
First of all, my deepest sympathy goes out to these officers' family. Bernie was just talking about it. I was there in the early 70s. We lost 13 cops one year, 11 cops the next year. They were assassinated the same way. This was with the BLA. You know, if you look online, last week, Black Liberation Army. And if you look at last week, the gangs were posting on the websites about killing cops. But this Gardner thing started, this whole atmosphere. First of all, Gardner incident was not a racist thing. There was a black sergeant on the scene. I don't want to debate that now. But for them to take it and make it a racial thing, that this mayor, and I call him Mayor Big Bird de Blasio, because that's exactly what he is. I was at a promotion yesterday at one police plaza, and he got two people clapping for him. This guy's a disgrace. He's divided this country, and this punk show up in here marching around last week with those demonstrations. What do we want, dead cops? Well, they got two dead cops. And you know what? This guy went to Cuba in 1994. He should take his wife to Blasio and go back to Cuba and live there.
You know, there's no question that the shooter here says in the Instagram, and maybe we can get that up, I'm putting wings on pigs today. They take one of ours. Let's take two of theirs. Hashtag shoot the police. Hashtag RIP, rest in peace, Eric Garner. Rest in peace, Mike Brown. This may be my final post. That's after he shot his girlfriend in Baltimore. Now, given that, and given the fact that he went from Maryland to Brooklyn, which is where the demonstrations were, where police lieutenants were beat up, and where the chants were kill the cops, what does that tell you?
Well, if you follow it, he killed his girlfriend there. So now he knows
no, I think we're not sure she's dead, but he shot her.
Well, he shot his girlfriend. Right. So now he feels as though he could do anything he wants. Now he has a reason to go there. These gangs are back and forth texting, and our intelligence divisions are picking up on it, and there's a lot of talk about them going out there and assassinating cops. Now, the communication breach, again, there was technologies out there. Thank God they got iPhones. They got this new stuff, Cop Sync out of Texas, where the cops could have looked right on their smartphone and found that this guy was coming. We need communication right away.
Well, let's talk about the fact, and I'm going to go back to you, Commissioner Kerik. Al Sharpton, we lost the round, but the fight ain't over. I think we've got a full screen of this, guys, referring to the decision, the grand jury decision on Darren Wilson for shooting Brown. You won the first round, Mr. Prosecutor, but don't cut your gloves off because the fight is not over.
And then he took that fight to New York City.
Al Sharpton.
He took that fight to New York City, and he got here and he started these protests. He incited protests, the same protest where officers were assaulted, the same rhetoric where they were talking about, they were chanting, kill cops, you know, when do we want them? We want them now. We want them dead now. Okay. He incited, him and the mayor and others around this country incited these types of protests.
After we look at what has happened in the last 2 months in this country, do you remember racial tensions ever being this high?
Never. You had two incidents that were not racial. But you know what? You know what?
Yeah,
but answer the question.
Take it back to the 70s. Take it back to the 60s and 70s, when the Black Liberation Army, the Black Panther Party, the FALN were completely anti-police. All anti-police.
But then it stopped after that.
Right. We had a great city here. With Bloomberg here, we had a great city. When the commission was here, we had a great city. They did a great job. You know, let's look at the dissect these groups. You have 32 BJ. You have the SEC.
You're talking about the unions.
I'm talking about the demonstrators right now. Dissect what they are. These were the supporters that got the voters out for de Blasio.
Okay.
These are his people.
And the one guy who was charged,
BJ.
was charged with assault of the lieutenant last Saturday is a organizer of the city's largest union, and he's an Occupy Wall Street protester.
These are the
It's
people.
all the same people.
These are the
It's all the
people.
same people.
The 18% of the people that voted for Big Bird are these people. They pulled all those votes out. We should have a recall or something. Get rid of this
Should
bum.
Big Bird, as you call him,
Yeah.
should the mayor of New York City resign?
I think he should resign tomorrow because he cannot do the job. And my office is out there. My cops that I talked to by the tree. I went by the tree before. These guys are incensed. They're saying, Bo, keep speaking, please. We need a voice. We need a voice.
Mayor de Blasio.
He should go.
He should go.
He should go. He should go.
Why?
He can't lead the city. The men and women in the NYPD don't respect him. They're never going to respect him.
Even with Bill de Blasio at the helm, with Bill Bratton at the helm?
Let Bill Bratton become the mayor. We'd be a lot better.
Yeah, I'll vote for Bill Bratton to be the mayor. He should be the mayor. Get rid of Big Bird. Let Bratton go there. I'll vote for him tomorrow.
So we need Bill Bratton to be the police commissioner of NYPD at the very least, and not the police commissioner of the mayor
one thing
de Blasio.
is, if I'm sitting there with the Big Bird de Blasio and Al Sharpton over here telling me and the mayor, well, if you don't listen to me, there's going to be hell to be paid, I would have taken my commissioner badge and said, here,
Put it down.
make him the commissioner.
Yeah. What gives Al Sharpton the right to sit at the,
What would you
the
have done there,
highest
Bernie,
citadel of
with
power?
this guy sitting there, Bernie? What would you have done?
Would he be sitting with you to discuss issues if he didn't represent a family?
No, you know that.
I know that. Bernie, Bo Dietl, stay with us. We'll be right back with our continuing coverage of the deadly shooting of 2 New York City police officers.